Welcome to the Monkey Paw. Support the stories you love. Like this video and subscribe to our channel for more episodes and exclusive content. And for our fans craving something bold, check with your local Mark Pies about their orange chicken availability. Thank you for being part of the Monkey Paw. Stay tuned. The Monkey Paw, Episode 8, Rula's Reckoning, Waiting for the Bus. Olavius leaned against a broken lamppost, his trench coat weighed down by rain and regret. Beside him, Project X, now fully powered but visibly impatient, paced in erratic circles, muttering under its breath. The lone cockroach on Olavius's shoulder tapped lightly, seemingly just as annoyed by the delay. "Yo, Detective," the robot finally blurted out, throwing its hands in the air. "We've been waiting for, what? An hour? For a bus? You know I can drive, right? I got the tech for that." Olavius gave him a sidelong glance, his face unreadable. "You don't even have feet that touch pedals." "Man, I don't need pedals," the robot shot back. "I'm AI. Hook me up to a car and I'll make it fly if you want." Olavius sighed, his fingers grazing the edge of his pocket. His mind turned to the key Hucklebuck had given him all those years ago, the key to his personal vehicle. "No one but me drives my unit, rookie." Hucklebuck's voice echoed in his memory. Olavius pulled the key out slowly, staring at the scratched metal. "We don't need the bus," he said softly, more to himself than anyone else. "But we'll need a ride to Hucklebuck's house first." At Hucklebuck's house, the trio finally arrived at Chief Hucklebuck's modest home, a weathered two-story building with a garden full of impossibly large sunflowers. Mama Donda, Hucklebuck's wife, was already waiting on the porch. A stocky woman with braids as thick as ropes, she looked like she'd walked straight out of Middle-earth with her battle-ready stance and fiery glare. Behind her, 6 identical miniature Hucklebucks peeked out from the doorway, all wearing matching suits, each one a perfect copy of their father, only pint-sized. They stood in a line, arms crossed, radiating judgment. "You," Mama Donda growled, pointing a finger at Olavius. "You lost my husband." Olavius raised his hands in defense, his voice low and steady. "Mama Donda, I didn't lose him. He was taken." "Taken because you weren't watching his back," she snapped, her voice booming with the authority of someone who wrangled 6 identical children daily. "What are you doing here, Olavius?" "I need his car," Olavius said, his tone serious. "It's the only thing that can get us where we need to go." Mama Donda folded her arms, her eyes narrowing. "You? In his unit? You're out of your mind." "I'm going to get him back," Olavius said firmly. "But I can't do it without the unit." He gestured to Project X and the cockroach. "And I've got help." Donda's gaze flicked to the robot, which gave her an awkward salute. "Yo, Mama D, you got some serious drip," it said, attempting a compliment. She scowled, unimpressed. After a long silence, she sighed and pointed to the garage. "You wreck that car and I'll make sure you're the next one who gets taken." The unit awakens. Olavius opened the garage door, and there it was, Hucklebuck's prized possession. A mid-2000s Ford Mustang, absurdly modified with massive tires, a hood scoop that could swallow a small animal, and an AI interface embedded in the dashboard. Its paint job gleamed in black and gold, even under the flickering fluorescent light. Project X whistled. "Man, this thing's a beast." Olavius ran a hand along the hood, his jaw tightening. "Let's hope it's enough." The trio climbed in, Olavius sliding into the driver's seat for the first time. He turned the key and the engine roared to life, its growl almost animalistic. The AI system lit up, a smooth, feminine voice greeting them. "Hello, Chief Hucklebuck." Olavius hesitated before responding. "Not Hucklebuck, Olavius." The AI paused, then adjusted. "Hello, Detective Olavius. Where to?" "City Hall," Olavius said. Then, after a moment of thought, "And Mark Pies."
The drive to City Hall.
As the Mustang tore through the streets of Briskertown, the trio fell into an odd rhythm. Project X reclined in the passenger seat, fiddling with the radio while the cockroach perched on the dashboard, its antenna twitching in time with the music. Olavius finally broke the silence. "Do you have a name, or is it just Project X?" The robot tilted its head, smoke still wafting faintly from its joints. "Never really thought about it. I mean, X is pretty badass, don't you think?" "Sounds like a supervillain," Olavius said dryly. "Fine," the robot said, crossing its arms. "Call me Rula." "Rula?" Olavius raised an eyebrow. What kind of name is that? Short for ruler of the streets, the robot said proudly. The cockroach clicked in what sounded like laughter, and even Alavius smirked. All right, ruler, he said, the name rolling off his tongue like a joke. Let's see if you live up to it.
Mark pies.
They pulled into the parking lot of Marked Pies, the neon sign flickering in the night. Alavius stepped inside to grab his usual orange chicken, while Rula waited in the car. When he returned, Rula eyed the takeout box curiously. What's that? Food, Alavius said, popping the lid open. Can you eat? He asked, offering Rula a piece of chicken. The robot hesitated, its glowing eyes dimming slightly as it considered. I'll try, it said, reaching out with a metal hand. Prologue, the cooler. In a dimly lit walk-in cooler, Chief Hucklebuck sat chained to a chair, his face stoic despite the cold. Outside the door, Jugs, the three-legged cat, mumbled drunken conspiracy theories about microwaves and lizard people. In the next room, Mad Mike, the juggler, and Big Cheddar huddled around a map of Briskertown. Their voices were low, their plans vague, but one name lingered ominously in the air. Him, the juggler said, his voice trembling. He's not going to wait forever. Mad Mike grinned, his sequin jacket shimmering. Then let's give him a show. To be continued.